Max Verstappen doesn't buy cars to pose next to them. He buys cars to drive them. No lazy luxury cruisers, no Instagram flexes. Every machine in his garage exists for one reason: speed. At just 27, Verstappen has already bent Formula One's record books to his will, and his car collection follows the same ruthless logic. From road-legal monsters born from F1 technology to surprising everyday cars that prove talent matters more than price, this isn't a celebrity garage. It's a mechanical autobiography of the fastest man of his era. Number 10. Aston Martin Valkyrie. At the top of Max Verstappen's garage sits the Aston Martin Valkyrie, a car that feels closer to a Formula One machine than a road car. Developed by Aston Martin with Red Bull Advanced Technologies and Adrian Newey, it's powered by a 6.5-liter naturally aspirated Cosworth V12 paired with a hybrid system, producing around 1,160 horsepower and revving to an astonishing 11,000 RPM. It rockets from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 2.5 seconds and can exceed 220 miles per hour, but its real magic lies in its aerodynamics. Huge underbody Venturi tunnels generate massive downforce without oversized wings, giving it unreal grip. Inside, luxury is replaced by a stripped carbon fiber cockpit with a central driving position and pure race focus. Extreme, uncompromising, and brutally fast, the Valkyrie suits Verstappen perfectly. Number 9. Ferrari Monza SP2. If the Valkyrie is about the future, the Ferrari Monza SP2 is Verstappen's tribute to the past. Inspired by Ferrari's 1950s Barchetta racers, it combines timeless design with modern performance. A naturally aspirated 6.5-liter V12 produces around 810 horsepower, delivered without a roof or traditional windshield for a completely raw driving experience. Limited to just 499 units of the Monza SP1 and SP2 combined, it's reserved for Ferrari's most exclusive clients. Not built for lap times, the Monza is a moving sculpture, loud, dramatic, and a pure celebration of Ferrari's legendary V12 heritage. Number 8. Ferrari 488 Pista. The Ferrari 488 Pista represents Ferrari at its most focused, lighter, sharper, and more aggressive than the standard 488 GTB. Its 3.9-liter twin-turbo V8 produces around 710 horsepower, sending it from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 3 seconds. But the Pista's appeal goes beyond raw speed. Formula One, inspired aerodynamics, extensive carbon fiber, and a stripped Alcantara-lined interior create a car that feels alive on track. Praised by Jeremy Clarkson as Car of the Year, the Pista is built for pure connection and feedback, perfectly matching Verstappen's driving mindset. Number 7. Porsche 911 GT3 RS. Every great driver remembers their first truly meaningful car, and for Verstappen, that moment came with the Porsche 911 GT3 RS. Finished in silver with contrasting details, this naturally aspirated machine marked a turning point not just in his garage, but in his career. Powered by a 4.0-liter flat six producing around 500 horsepower, the GT3 RS was built for precision rather than brute force. Its massive rear wing, now a GT3 RS signature, generated serious downforce, while Porsche's dual-clutch PD key transmission delivered lightning-fast shifts. Verstappen bought the car shortly after his historic first Formula One victory at the 2016 Spanish Grand Prix, where he became the youngest race winner in F1 history. Symbolically, it was the perfect reward, a driver-focused machine that values skill over excess. Number 6. Aston Martin de Superleggera. The Aston Martin de Superleggera occupies a different role in Verstappen's collection. It's less about track days and more about dominating long stretches of road with effortless authority. Powered by a 5.2-liter twin-turbo V12 producing over 700 horsepower, the DBs delivers supercar performance wrapped in grand touring refinement. Despite its luxury credentials, the DBs is brutally fast, reaching 60 miles per hour in just over 3 seconds and pushing past 210 miles per hour at full tilt. Advanced aerodynamic features like Aston Martin's Aero Blade system generate significant downforce without ruining the car's elegant silhouette. Although reports suggest Verstappen didn't spend much time driving it, the DBs represents a phase in his career when Aston Martin played a major role in Red Bull's Formula One ecosystem and in his personal automotive lineup. Number 5. Aston Martin DB11. Before upgrading to more aggressive machines, Verstappen spent time behind the wheel of the Aston Martin DB11. Available with either a thunderous V12 or a lighter AM-sourced V8, the DB11 blends classic Aston Martin styling with modern performance. With its clamshell hood, sculpted bodywork, and hidden aerodynamic tricks, the DB11 looks like something straight out of a James Bond film, and fittingly, Aston Martin leaned heavily into that association during its launch. Inside, the cabin balances luxury and technology, offering a comfortable grand touring experience without sacrificing speed. For Verstappen, the DB11 was a stepping stone, refined, powerful, but ultimately replaced by something more aggressive. Number 4. Renault RS01. One of the most surprising entries in Verstappen's garage is the Renault RS01, a purpose-built race car originally developed for Renault Sport's one-make racing series. Powered by a twin-turbocharged V6 borrowed from the Nissan GT-R, the RS01 produces around 550 horsepower in an ultra-lightweight chassis. With fewer than 30 units ever built, the RS01 is incredibly rare. Its design is futuristic and aggressive, featuring a mid-engine layout visible beneath glass, massive aerodynamic elements, and a stripped-out race cockpit complete with roll cage and telemetry systems. This isn't a showpiece, it's a machine built to be driven hard, and it perfectly reflects Verstappen's love for cars that exist purely for performance. Number 3. Aston Martin Vantage. After parting ways with the DB11, Verstappen reportedly replaced it with the relaunched Aston Martin Vantage. Smaller, sharper, and more aggressive, the Vantage delivers a more visceral driving experience thanks to its 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8, producing just over 500 horsepower. The Vantage's low stance, wide grille, and muscular proportions give it a distinctly modern personality. Inside, the cockpit prioritizes the driver while still offering luxury materials and modern infotainment borrowed from Mercedes-AMG. Verstappen himself has praised the Vantage's aggressive character, making it one of the most emotionally aligned cars in his collection. Number 2. Mercedes-AMG C63 S. Not every car in Verstappen's garage costs 7 figures. The Mercedes-AMG C63 S proves that he appreciates performance even in more practical packages. Powered by a twin-turbo V8 producing around 503 horsepower, the C63S delivers supercar-level acceleration in a 4-door sedan. With its thunderous exhaust note, aggressive styling, and luxurious interior, the C63S blends daily usability with serious performance. Although Verstappen didn't keep it long, its presence highlights his appreciation for raw engine character. Number 1. Honda Civic Type R. Perhaps the most surprising car Verstappen ever owned was a Honda Civic Type R. Gifted during his time with Honda-powered Red Bull machinery, the hot hatch stood out in a garage filled with exotics. Powered by a turbocharged 4-cylinder producing around 306 horsepower, the Type R is celebrated for its razor-sharp handling and track-ready chassis. Verstappen reportedly drove it extensively, putting tens of thousands of miles on it before selling it in 2021. That fact alone speaks volumes. Even one of the world's best drivers can appreciate a great car, regardless of price. Max Verstappen's car collection isn't about flexing wealth. It's about celebrating engineering, performance, and the thrill of driving at the limit. From hypercars shaped by Formula One technology to humble hot hatches driven with the same intensity, every car tells a chapter of his story. And as his career continues to accelerate, one thing is certain: his garage will evolve. But his obsession with speed will never change. If you enjoy deep dives into legendary garages and the machines behind the world's fastest drivers, make sure to like and subscribe for more.